sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
They'll run the screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Well, the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint. The Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
And the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue.
There he goes! It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out of their own 37.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Whittington. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Ducks can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Moore will throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
You got to give the defense a ton of credit there on 3rd down, able to force that incompletion on an absolute bomb. You can see why defensive coordinators get nervous facing this quarterback. He has tremendous arm talent. He threw that thing more than 60 yards in the air. But the defenders on the back end stayed in position, made sure there wasn't a catch. That was a fantastic play defensively.
The Ducks are flying down the field. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. Finds the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on 1st down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They'll move the tight end. game stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that...
And he murders over the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic. It's because of these fans.
Good job, guys.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster, man. I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him, man. So many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
The give to the tailback. The Cowboys get enough for the first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's the handoff. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Cowboys will punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and the quarterback's supposed to pop up and look like pass and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
And they reacted well with the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Moore to the air. Trying to set up the screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too, to try to get him going there.
Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on On those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him.
Fires one high and deep. Throw it toward the end zone. Picked off right at the goal line. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, let me put my stuff away.
Huh?
Let me put my watch away.
Put what?
My watch.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time he used the lob wedge and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The give to the back. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Set for the free kick after the safety. Finding open areas.
Return is brought down at the 33. And your Oregon Ducks will take over.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Peterson was
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Grabs it up to 25 in stride. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Defense thinking run all the way, and you can tell they sell out. They stuff the run. Now it's 3rd and short. Will they run again? Or are you going to force them to pass the football?
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
Guys.
Moore will throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Makes the catch. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Some hard running running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And to the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again.
Good job, guys.
It's still the first half. This unit looks dialed in.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go, Ducks.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
Big hit.
After the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. To throw, it's Flores. Unloads to the right. Makes a connection. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's 4. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Rigby. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on 3rd down here in Austin. Under fire.
Good hit.
Not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Cowboys will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He'll take another shot here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Right back to him on the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. Back to throw. It's Flores. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. The punt team makes its way onto the field.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up through.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here.
Lost one deep down the right side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To the air, it's Flores. It's caught.
Oh, come on. They always cheat.
All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Colorado is taking on the form of its beloved Ralphie. They are running away with this one behind an offense that's firing on all cylinders.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Keeps it on the draw. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets him up to the 24. The Ducks with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Moore to the air. A little screen to the running back. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Ducks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. And how about the other? So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got him downfield. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on first and 10. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Fitzpatrick. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on first and goal. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on second down. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cowboys!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looking for blockers. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Trying to move them on the counter. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, you can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David. So that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Moore. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Across the 15. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Looking for a gap. It's Hughes. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier? Get that tackle for loss? Wow.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pump.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Moore to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Power football with the run. Got the first down and more. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
And how about the running back, man? Rips rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sacked first down, just thrown an incompletion. So third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Moore will throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut into a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half. Because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Grab behind the line. It's blocked. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at second and a mile. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Wants to throw again. Flips it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Cowboys decide to punt it away. And that
God damn, guys. They're picking you off left and right.
And they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Moore to the air. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side.
Good job, Duff.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they line up the scoreboard covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Shot down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Eugene. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys in Autzen Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half. So now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Makes the grab. It's Brock. Lowers those pads. Breaks into the open. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. This time they'll go to the running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Looking to throw, it's Flores. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tighter, cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right? The best players on this offense now need to step up, and they need to start making plays. You got to identify where those one-on-ones are.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Running behind that left side. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Try to pick it up on the ground. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Surging forward on the sneak. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red snoop, quarterback sneak. It works every time.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Moore will throw. Grab near the marker. It's Benson. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Ducks have this offense rolling. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Benson. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Blast his way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Slithers into space.
Big run, guys.
Touchdown, Ducks!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Coastal Carolina has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up 14 over the Blue Blues. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Grabbed over the middle. It's 4. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays to the passing game.
Just a short pass to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. To the air, it's Flores. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Just needs a crack to get a return. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to the running back. Still running at the 40. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse's showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Moore to the air. Pass rush coming after the quarterback.
God damn it, guys.
Get him at the 32. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on 2nd down. Quickly to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picks up enough to get the 1st and 10 from the 13. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Dances away. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of the day. Hard to have a good passing attack when your quarterback's trying to throw from the back.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Moore will throw. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches and the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. But nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. With the catch, it's Fitzpatrick. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
After that incompletion, 4th and short now on their own side of the field, I think there's a lot of coaches in normal circumstances that would stay conservative and just punt the ball away. But you're trailing here in the 4th quarter. I think the offense needs to stay out on the field, and you got to go for it.
All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Give to the running back.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass, it's Flores. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And listen, the quarterback drops back. He's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just tripled.
Good job, guys.
They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive there.
So I think this defense will come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the Ducks will move the sticks.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
The Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the ground, it's Hughes. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking, and they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
When I get inside the 3 on 1st and goal, I want to be aggressive with the run. I want to be a physical. I want to be the more dominant team. You might know it's coming, but I'm still going to bring it. They tried to go with the changeup. They tried to throw the football very unsuccessfully. Nice job by the defense, being ready for everything, even though we're inside the 3-yard line.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Moore to the air. Looking to get it in. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
Looking to throw. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it going, offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over the field like Smokey in the pregame.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. The Cowboys with the 1st and 10. DB's right up on the receivers. On the move, it's Brock. Fouls through the defense.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
He'll keep it himself. Jukes his way for more. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Nice job by this defense, stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Caught in the backfield, it's 4. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
And when you get in this area and you've got that big target and that big fella that you can find and you know he's going to win, those critical third down situations, you're going to find him more and more. Great connection right there.
I think one of the biggest keys in stopping this big physical running backs is you can never let them get momentum running downhill. And I think that was a big factor on that play. They didn't get him right away. He was able to break a tackle, but he couldn't.
Picked off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. Inside the 50. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Ducks! The defense takes matters into its own hands. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. Continue, and then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last two games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.